Hi, I'm Jeremy with SS&B Heating and Cooling. Today we're going to be looking at the FocusPRO 6000 series programmable thermostat made by Honeywell. Let's take a look. Currently the thermostat is on the auto changeover feature, which allows you to set a heating temperature and a separate cooling temperature for the spring and fall. It will automatically change back and forth between heating and cooling. To change these temperatures, press the button and it will allow you to set a heating temperature. It's currently set to 68. If we press this button, then it will allow us to adjust our cooling temperature. It's currently set at 75, and to accept these, it will automatically go back. So if temperature drops below 68, the heat will kick on. If it gets above 75, the cooling will kick on. To change the system function, press this button, it will turn it off, to cool, to heat, or if you have a heat pump, you would have the emergency heat option that would lock out the heat pump and run only backup heat. The next button would be for the fan function. Currently, that turned the fan on, so the fan would run continuously and not turn off. Typically, you run it on the auto function, and that will only run the fan if the system calls for heating or cooling. To adjust the schedule, we would press this button to adjust the schedule, and it will allow you to set the clock, set the day if we push this button. To set the schedule, we will push this button. It is going to set your Monday through Friday schedule, and you'll notice here it says wake, so it's set up for a workday schedule. So you would set the time of day you wake up, say 6:30, press next, and it will allow you to set the temperature that you'd like it to be when you wake up. So we'll set that to 72, and we'll press next, and it will allow us to set the cooling temperature that we would like to have when we wake up. We'll press next again. This would be when you leave for work. Adjust it to say 7:30. Next, and you will adjust the temperature to what you want it to be when you leave your house. Next, same function for the cooling setting. Then it would be when you return home from work. Say that's 5:30 p.m. Next, and you adjust your temperature to what you would like it to be when you return. Cooling. And then when you go to bed, it will allow you to set a separate temperature for that. So you can set the time and your temperatures. And then it will allow you to set a separate schedule for the weekend. Once you are satisfied with your settings, then you would just simply press done. And now it is running the schedule, so it is programmed at this time of day to be set at 81. The current inside temperature is 71. If we want to adjust this, we would simply change the temperature, and you'll notice it says temporary. That means that it will hold that temperature temporarily until it gets to the next program time, and then it will automatically adjust. If we wanted to adjust the temperature and bypass the programming feature, you would press hold, and you notice it says hold. That means it is bypassing the programming feature and holding that temperature indefinitely. To return to your schedule, you simply hit run schedule, and it goes back to the temperature it was programmed to run at this time of day. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, you can always call us at 866-0990 or find us on the web at www.ssbhc.com.